Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? I do understand, not one of the best times at least in our lifetimes. Whatever you have been doing, whatever you have been doing till now, what you intend to do, everything has been put on a question. I generally conduct all my webinars in a bilingual way because there are a lot of people who are very comfortable in Hindi. हमने अपनी जिंदगी के अंदर बड़े सारे सपने सजोए थे और अब ऐसा लगता है कि जब से कोविड-19 आया है हमारे सपने थोड़े से हिल गए हैं। कई बार हम अपने आप पे विश्वास नहीं करते हैं और कई बार आसपास की परिस्थितियों से बड़े परेशान हो जाते हैं। बट दैट इज वेयर अ प्रोफेशनल इज बीइंग ए आर्मी वेटरन, being a supply chain professional, uncertainty has always been part of my life. And I found when there was uncertainty and when there I realized that there are issues in life, I have always come out better than what it was earlier. Same चीज जब पिछले साल कोविड आया था तब भी मेरी लाइफ में यही स्थिति थी और उसके बाद में उस पर्टिकुलर कोविड का एडवांटेज लेके मैंने अपने लाइफ को एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके गया। आज इन अगले 15 मिनट में आई वुड बी शेयरिंग माय लर्निंग्स ऑफ कोविड ऑफ लास्ट 1 year and I also would give to our professionals the tips or understanding as to how you can take full advantage of this uncertainty. There are certain things in life you cannot change. Best thing is to adapt and to streamline your entire life as per the current situation. We'll have a small presentation in between so that I have some guidance to go about in my small talk. So I request Parminder in case we can start sharing this. Can you do it, Parminder, or should I start?
So you can share your presentation.
Yeah, just. Okay. So firstly, let me thank Logistics Insider to allow giving me this prime time to at least speak to you and share my experience. And I love the way they have given this entire event a topic. And it says, I choose optimism. The very fundamental of this particular thing says, you can do anything.
I'm sorry to I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. So your presentation is not showing. May I request you please showing it again, sir?
Yeah, just a second, please. You got to give me the permission to share, Parminder.
No, sir.
My request is you can run the presentation you have.
Okay, sir.
So basically what we were talking about is that Logistics Insider has given me this great topic and it says, I choose optimism. Why should you say I choose? Because that is your choice. ये आपकी अपनी खुद की मर्जी है कि आप पूरे दिन परेशान बैठ सकते हैं या एक ऑप्टिमिज्म को या एक आशा को अपनी तरफ खींच सकते हैं। और यही एक लाइफ की स्टोरी है। हमारे आसपास में इतनी नेगेटिविटी है, चाहे वो नेगेटिविटी न्यूज की है, चाहे किसी अगर आप देखें हमारे पास में आ रही इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन की और आजकल व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी इज एट इट्स प्राइम. So you can understand that how important it is to choose optimism. Next, please. Just 1 year back, around this time was probably another, say, 2-3 months back in January of, last year, everything was so well. Parvinder, if we can go to the next slide, please. So life was very nice. Everyone was enjoying. I had my own dreams. We all had fantastic dreams. And during that period, it was so nice that we all could think, plan 5 years hence, 10 year hence from now. And we could say, where will I be after 10 years? But then, somewhere around March, the pandemic struck us. Paraminder, can I go to the next slides, please? So, as I was looking into this, suddenly the pandemic came and all the happiness evaporated, leaving total uncertainty and fear in our life. But that is where I realize that this also has another part. जैसे एक सिक्के के दो पहलू होते हैं, तो ये जो चीज हम दुनिया में देख रहे हैं उसके अलावा भी बहुत चीजें हैं जो हम नहीं देख रहे थे. Next, please. And that is where is the opportunity comes from. It is the best time which you have got another chance. I talk to a lot of students. Talk to a lot of professionals, and they sometimes feel that they have missed the bus. जब उनको IIT में जाना था, IIMs में जाना था, कोई particular subject choose करने थे, एक particular job choose करनी थी, probably they missed the bus. I can tell you that anyone who feels like that, he has the greatest and the best time that is available to us, and that is that how can we utilize this to restart, reboot our life. Next, please. I consider this particular to be 31st December of our life. ये लाइफ के अंदर बिल्कुल वैसे ही समय है जैसा हमारे पास में न्यू ईयर के पहले 31 दिसंबर को आता है. हमेशा हम इस टाइम को देखते हैं और कहते हैं भाई कल से मैं सुबह जिम जाना शुरू कर दूंगा, कल से मैं अपनी पढ़ाई शुरू कर दूंगा, कल से मैं अपने कैरियर पे ध्यान दूंगा, कल से मैं अपनी वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस करूंगा. ये एग्जैक्टली वैसे ही है. ये झटका है लाइफ के अंदर. एक इट्स अ सेटबैक इन अ वेरी स्मॉल सेंस, बट इट ऑल्सो इज द टिपिंग पॉइंट फॉर समथिंग बेटर इन लाइफ. So this one point tells you, पहली चीज क्या बताता है, that nothing is permanent, nothing is certain. So you got to believe that if this is how the situation is, as far as my understanding, another 3-4 years pandemic will continue in some form or another. So this is a restart moment of our life. Second point is, it is a level playing field. It does not matter what was your background. I come from a supply chain background और मैंने supply chain पढ़ी और पढ़ाई दोनों है. पर एक चीज मैं रियलाइज कर रहा हूं कि जो थ्योरीज थी वो सारी की सारी चैलेंज हो रही है. Whether you talk about JIT, you talk about lean models, everything is being challenged. It is being challenged every day because the situation is still evolving. हम पिछले एक साल में we probably thought we have learned everything, but again it is being challenged in this year. Another point is, this is the best time to reboot and relaunch your career, reboot and relaunch your life. If you take this advantage, you are setting yourself to the next level. Look at the world economy. It is all set to boom. I was looking at Morgan Stanley's report and it says entire world is going to grow at the rate of 6.4. After ages, India world is going to grow at 6.4. It talks about United States, which is going to grow very fast. One of the fastest growing economy would be United States, which is so good for the entire world. India, it says, is 9.5. I am not sure as to what happens after this small break of this pandemic, which is currently happening in the country, but it definitely is going to go to the next level. Government understands. That is why getting ready for the third wave, but only for the reason that they know that Indian economy is now slated to grow much faster than it was doing last year. So are you ready? That is the key. Are you ready for this? तो चलिए हम देखते हैं कि हमारे पास में कुछ ऐसे आइडियाज हैं या ऐसी कुछ कार्रवाई है या देयर आर सर्टेन एरियाज ऑफ वर्क व्हिच वी कैन लुक इनटू एंड बी रेडी फॉर द नेक्स्ट लेवल. That will create so much of optimism and positiveness in you that you will start preparing the way we prepared for GMAT, for our entrance exam, for our education, for our job interviews. That kind of enthusiasm should get into, because the race is going to begin again in next 2 to 3 months. Next, please. Parvinder, please, next slide. Next one, next one. Okay. So basically, what we are looking at is there are major important points which we need to look at. First point is that there are three A's of life. First is be adaptable. The situation is not going to change as per your requirement. The situation is going to remain the same. Second point is that it will not suit as per what you are planning. So you need to adapt. Secondly, be agile. जैसे जैसे सिचुएशन बदल रही है उस हिसाब से अपने आप को ढाल लें. थर्ड पॉइंट इज बी अलाइन टू योर बिजनेस. इफ योर कंपनी, इफ योर बिजनेस, इफ योर प्रोफेशनल area of work is going through certain pressures and pulls, then you need to align to that. You can't fight the system. They are looking into cost cutting. You can't say, no, we will not do cost cutting, it will affect our. You need to find ways of doing that. Second point is you need to skill, upskill, and probably develop new skill together, because the kind of jobs which are going to come up in next 5 years, 3 years do not exist now. So you need to look into that. What area of work are you? Are you a data analyst? So in data analyst, could you look into blockchain as another area of work? Similarly, if you're looking into growing yourself, then you need to look into studying. Most of the online courses are now free or at a very low level of cost. And best thing is they're recognized by the top companies in the world now. Earlier, there used to be, are you doing full time, part time, online? There's no question now. Even the class one student is doing online. So if you do a great course from a great organization, and if you can get yourself accredited with certain certification, you are just at the right time. Just to let you know, since last lockdown, I started of my own businesses where I'm either the founder or a co-founder. Another thing which I've done is I'm a director in a company and I'm a development consultant in another. Look at the amount of ideas which I am getting from people and aligning to people. This is the time also to collaborate and expand your network. अकेले आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Like I was telling someone this morning, you can't, gain by just fishing alone. One rod will get you one fish at a time in best of the period. But if you want to get more fish, use a fishing net, take 4 5 people along, and ensure that you can get as many fish as possible. So one thing which I said is network and cooperate. So you find people whom you can get together and become, a kind of a group. Another thing which you can do is fight your fears. Don't fear of a COVID. Take precautions. Do everything possible. But then confront the fear. Last year when I was worried, I joined civil defense team. I handled their control room. What it was? So it was in a way helping people. When you help people, even if you can get one oxygen cylinder for someone, then it is good enough for saving someone's life. If you can get one hospital admission, it is great to give you a positive boost. So do something which helps you out. So you confront. Another thing which I would like to tell you is don't get too bogged down into over knowledge of COVID-19. Basic understanding which we had last year is still stands good. Use mask, wash your hand, stay home. Fundamentals, they have not changed. But suddenly WhatsApp universities have come up who are telling us doing so many other things. But if you fall sick, talk to a doctor. I'm sure he would be much more educated than we ourselves are and would help you. So again, I would emphasize to close this particular chat by saying this is not a bad time. In fact, this is a life changing time. You can do. I was an army officer. I quit army to join corporate. I worked in top levels of corporate for last 15 years. I never thought, मैंने कभी अपनी जिंदगी में नहीं सोचा था कि I can be a businessman. So I became an entrepreneur. These are three startups where I am a founder or co-founder, and then I am a director in a company and a business development. How it has happened? It's only because I was forced to rethink. I was forced to look into this area and say probably this is just the right time. And I'm pretty happy in doing what I did. So I don't want to, abuse Corona. I said, okay, I was in my perfect, understanding of life. I was in my own comfort zone. And finally, someone came and shook me up and said, get out and start doing more. So I changed over to become an entrepreneur. So I would again tell you, this is the best time. It is all your mindset. Before I leave, I would tell you just one simple thing. We all, as professionals, understand a software and a hardware. Being a scholar of positive psychology, I understand one simple understanding of life. There's a physical brain and there is a software called mind. Your brain is common for everyone. It is the mind which is actually problematic. So you are going to put any apps, any software into your mind. That is how it works. Fill it up with all the positivity, you will have a positive mindset. Keep worrying about nothing, whether it is future or any past. It is going to be a negative mindset. So it is all the difference between a brain and a mindset. By this, I would like to end this talk, and I would like to request you to be safe, but be happy and be optimist. Thank you so much, Logistics Insider, to giving me this great opportunity to once again interact with our co-professionals. Thank you.